Hi there, sons of Pisces. This is Kim, here to do your reading for 2023. Thanks for joining me. I have joined up with the fundraiser called Invisible People. You'll see it linked below if you want to go over to their channel. They do some really wonderful things. I think their mission statement was something to the effect of getting to the root of the causes of homelessness here in the U.S. So it is really an important thing, and I support them, and I think they're really great, and they, like I said, are on YouTube too. So let's get into your reading, though, without any further ado. I'm gonna pull one card to represent each quarter, so like of the year coming up. January, February, March, then we'll get April, May, June, July, August, September, and then of course October, November, December. I will get, after that, I will get the individual months. So it can get kind of messy out here. I'm going to try to figure out how to position these cards a little bit better. So always first, the intention is for the messages to be for your highest good, and we invite your spirit team and your angels in always to get good messages for you. So Pisces, what do we have? Okay, I'm gonna put them in the upright, but I always look even at the angle a card comes out. Like I take all that stuff into account when I'm reading a card. So I think that this tower here is actually about some things that you've rebuilt, or that you are going to be rebuilding. For some, of course, not all. For some, it's just, big sudden change. I want to stick with the rebuilding, but you know what? We'll be able to tell more when we get clarification from the month. So for Pisces, let's get a card for January. Whoa. And it wants to give two. Death card, and clearly like this. All right, so for January, there is transformation that really wants to take place, or something just to be done with. This is something that you've been building on, that you've been working on. I'm going to be pretty confident in saying that. The Fool is your ability to trust a situation, or it can be talking about a person. You have two cards that represent Scorpio. The Fool, starting at zero, really anything's possible. And there is a challenge with the trust in whatever this rebuilding is about. But that's what, so either learning to trust again, something like that. So that's what I have for January. Let's move on, or else this reading gets really long. So we don't want it to get too long. You get bored. So with February, what do we have for February? Taking really good care of yourself is going to be necessary. I feel like it might be a challenge to try it and not to be doing everything for everyone else, but focusing on yourself. I think that's going to be needed. Time for exercise, good rest, learning how to receive more love to yourself, and then of course that's reflected. Really kind of like pampering yourself, maybe. March, what is March? It could also represent a person providing an ear or to listen to. It looks like you're manifesting a new start. I don't know if it's within a group of friends, because I have the Three of Cups in reverse, or if it's like manifesting something new with this Magician, because something might be like off with a group of friends. I don't know. I don't know what I mean by off is maybe just not a good influence, or it could be representing some kind of you know, a chance to do something in excess. So maybe it's just a warning on that. Tell us more about March. Tell us more about March with the Three of Cups in the reverse. Or Pisces. Oh, well, all will be known at that time. Some partnerships really will not move past that March point, and then some really will. so I mean, that's what it's saying. And the sun is it's like, if it's the start of something for you, if it's going to be the start of a new friendship, of a marriage, of a new life, something about what you're doing with the sun, being guided, it's saying you'll be guided. Like, don't worry about any of this stuff, which I don't think you are. I think it's just going to be more about emotions. So, and like I said, February, time to really take care of yourself and your health. All right, so let's move on. Like I said, these things can get long. So April, May, June, for April, May, and June. We have the King of Cups. King of Cups. Another card for freaking Scorpio. This is really indicating a lot of change and transformation for you. Oh, look, it's the Three of Cups on the bottom. So let's pull a card for each month. This looks pretty positive. Maybe even, I don't know, celebrating or getting together. I don't know, something feels like you're being guided by a loving force. And maybe it's helping you, or maybe this is a mentor helping you master some things about yourself. So April. The Hierophant as a challenge. Challenging commitments, and pay attention to paperwork, legal things in April. We'll get clarification on that. May. Page of Swords in reverse. Don't believe everything that you're being told or that you hear. Gossip. Returning to a situation. What about June? Trying to balance everything. June also, I feel like, brings in this Ace of Cups, but we'll get stuff from here to clarify. So tell me about this commitment thing going on in April. This really, for some, maybe it's saying like half and half. Some are going to be like tying the knot or getting into major marriage commitment, or this is just something about something structured, something legal. I don't know if it's doesn't necessarily have to regard romantic relationship. It can be in business too. I think willing to fight for a commitment, or willing to fight for something in a very traditional, in a very like tradition, I don't know, something about being very traditional with it. You could be feeling conflicted on how to go about a commitment. Maybe it's like, well, let me see. Page of Swords. Clarify Page of Swords for us. That's too many. Too many. Page of Swords, please. Clarify. The Nine of Pentacles. It's a challenge. Oh, May. So for May, there might be some sort of issue with somebody, I don't know, or either paying you back or waiting on a financial windfall of some sort. So there might be some kind of, you know, something like that going on. It is not believing everything you hear regarding your efforts and what your return is. I don't know. Self-reliant, being self-reliant. Prosperous, maybe that's the entrepreneur card for you. Two of Pentacles here for June. And then again, we have the Three of Cups in the reverse. And the Lovers. So this is making really good decisions. maybe regarding past friends or past situations with that Three of Cups. Not believing everything that you hear is kind of important for those months, I would say. This could be a need for a really big, for some kind of independence of some sort. I don't know, from something, just to make up your own mind on something. Let's get July, August, and September. A card for July, August, and September. The Two of Cups. You're really wanting twos to come out. The Two of Cups. So this is representing July, August, September, and that says it is my card for kind of like true love, true relationships, things that are harmoniously working together. So it has to do about those partnerships, maybe in business, but it's about those partnerships at work. There's something about it being connected to how well you're taking care of yourself and showing your self-love. With that Queen of Cups. Let's go ahead and pull for the last card here for October, November, December, and then we'll get into the months. The Five of Discs. And you know, so I would read it like this. So I feel like whatever temporary five changes that you end up going through, you pull out. I think you pull out of that. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Let's see, what is the Two of Cups about? Was July? Good news, being hit with Cupid's arrow. Look, that's nice. After maybe experiencing a Five of Pentacle energy of feeling like you were left out or out in the cold. Because I really feel like you're pulling out of that energy. And this might be where you like meet somebody. What is August? Page of Wands. This is waiting on news. Maybe something to do with your craft, your skill, your work. So waiting on good news, but the thing is it is good news. It's just kind of like waiting on it. What's September about? What's September about? The Ten of Wands. Putting in your best effort is going to, you know, yield the best results. Like, usually. So, I feel like this is a month where you, yet again, this card, even if it was coming out of a Five of Pentacles, it could be about a health worry or concern. So, you got to worry about not working too hard. All right. So, not working too hard, you don't want it to lead to exhaustion, and not taking on too much. There may be a lot emotionally with internal conflict or just being around it or hearing it or listening to it that could cause, you know, things like exhaustion to happen quicker than they normally would. So emotional stress, it feels like, plus like the workload. Maybe while you're waiting on news, tell me about October. The Seven of Wands. Well, you're advocating for, you're standing your ground. You're not changing like your position, and you're persevering and having courage while doing it. Maybe the wounded soldier is what it feels like sometimes, but the Seven of Wands just really stands their ground. So this is good. This is good. Okay, so November. Finding the piece, the puzzle piece that you need. I think taking it as a journey, not a destination, especially like your happiness or whatever it is you're searching for, might be what's highlighted. We will clarify that one. And December. The Wheel of Fortune. Hey, what a better good reading. I mean, you can't get a good reading like that all the time. And it's coming out, I think, specifically over this card. Because, like I say, usually I take reversals and I still read it like that. But I just wanted to see the picture. And I think it's saying, please don't worry about anything. You have the Wheel of Fortune. You have a good cycle coming. And And maybe it just, there's a lot of anticipation. There feels like there's going to be fighting for something here in the middle of the year that's so worth it, because there's something really good about to turn for you. You end the year with some really good fortune. That's awesome. And good news, starting from July. So, well, I guess that could be good news too, depending on what you're fighting for. So, tell me about the Page of Wands. Tell me about the news that you'll be waiting on for August. I'm trying to keep up with the months. Oh, wow. Look at all these wands. I would expect to be very busy from July on. July to December. Expect to be like a lot of emotions here, but like super action oriented. Recognition, reward, right? Reward for merit, recognition for all that you do. Maybe even being like lifted up because of something that you do a really good job or you do well. So maybe it's waiting for some kind of, I don't know, award or something. And that might be the good news. Tell us about this energy here, October, November. Tell us about this energy so we don't get worn out or exhausted. 10-10. Woo! 10-10. It's time to put something that was painful behind you. 10-10. Patience, temperance energy is coming to kind of like make everything right, fix everything. Walking away from whatever this energy brought in, whatever either was untrue or something that hurt or felt like a big betrayal. And it's probably something from maybe even these months, like from March to June. I don't know, I think it's walking away from that situation. Tell me about the puzzle piece that's going to be filled in here for November. Ooh, major change and transformation and good luck. And I'll tell you, something really changes or transforms within you, because Scorpio energy all over the reading. Major change, transformation. It's the key to major change and transformation. It's the key to a completion. And this is the divine timing, it feels like. Yeah, for something to really start moving forward quick. Look, you've got good cards. I think you've got great cards. Let's go ahead and pull from the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle, and I'm going to close out this reading for you. Thanks so much for joining me. It's a good reading. And you remember, I do next 48-hour readings because energy's changed a whole lot. So just take what you have, and if it resonates, let it. If it doesn't, then don't. 46, new door. Your prayers have been answered and a new door is being held open for you. 42, dark night of the soul. You are in the midst of a spiritual awakening. That's funny. That was the number on the news earlier regarding some kind of U.S. debt. 42, like, I don't know, maybe billion or something like that. That's crazy. And I just remember that number from this morning. And then you have 54 and 45. So you have 54, the journey. You are learning that every challenge you face has a hidden gift inside. And then you have 45, career transition. Your soul is yearning for a career that's aligned with passion and purpose. And I think we'll get you a few more just because. So old habits, careful with old habits. They could be bringing in some issues possibly. 57, an old habit may be keeping you from moving forward. 24, authentic self-expression. Be true to who you really are. Your life will change in the most amazing ways. And Seeker of Truth, 64. Look, you've got two cards that kind of mirror each other. You can feel the hidden truth behind your circumstances. That's like a dun-dun-dun card. Seeker of Truth. And then we'll do, well, is that 7? Yeah, that's perfect. It's for the new year. the year. And that 7, perfect. Universal flow. It is time for you to slow down, breathe, and take time to smell the roses. Get in the universal flow of everything. Yeah, so it's beautiful reading. Thanks for joining me, Pisces. Sending you love and light. Bye-bye.